Welcome back to the show. Today, we're diving into something that a lot of us have probably dealt with: regret. Specifically, how do we actually get rid of it? If you've ever woken up feeling angry or upset about the life you've built, this episode is definitely for you.
Absolutely. It's such a relatable feeling. I've been there myself, waking up on weekends, especially Saturdays, and feeling like everything I've done up until that point was wrong. Like, I've built this life, but I'm still so unhappy with it. Ever had that kind of moment?
Oh, for sure. I used to feel that way all the time. It wasn't like my life was terrible. I had a family, a decent job, a nice apartment. On paper, it looked great, but still, something was missing. I couldn't figure out why I was so mad. And then I realized it was because I was stuck in what I like to call the hallway of possibilities.
The hallway of possibilities? Sounds intriguing. What does that actually mean?
Yeah, so it's this metaphor for the space where we spend a lot of time thinking about all the things we could do, but never actually taking any action. It's like being surrounded by doors, but never opening them. And as you stay there, just thinking, you don't make any choices that push you forward.
That's a powerful image. It's so easy to get caught in that space, right? All these ideas swirling around in your head, but you just stay paralyzed. And then after a while, it starts to feel like wasted potential. You know there's more you could do, but you're not doing it.
Exactly. And here's the kicker. Staying in that hallway of possibilities eventually turns into regret. Because deep down, you know you're capable of more. It's like how toddlers act out when they're sad, but don't know how to express it. They get mad, but the root of it is really just sadness. And for us, it's the same. Our regret is actually a sign of unmet potential.
I've definitely felt that frustration. So how did you get out of that hallway? What was your breakthrough?
The first thing I did was something I now call a regret reset. I sat down with myself and acknowledged where I was. This is my life. This is my mess. But I also realized that I was still here. And most importantly, I still had the power to choose. It's about accepting where you are without letting regret hold you hostage.
I love that. Accepting where you are without staying stuck in regret. It seems like the key to getting rid of regret is letting go of the need to change the past.
Exactly. And one thing that really helped me calm that voice in my head was being kind to myself. If I could talk to a friend the way I was talking to myself, I'd have no friends left. But we're so quick to be harsh on ourselves, to beat ourselves up for not doing enough, for not choosing sooner. But being kind to yourself is a game changer.
So true. When you're kind to yourself, it creates space for new thoughts, new possibilities. It's like giving yourself permission to try again, without constantly looking back in anger.
Exactly. And that's the whole point. When we let go of regret, we're able to make room for new experiences. Regret has no room when you're full of fresh ideas, fresh opportunities. It's like clearing out a cluttered room so you can invite something new in.
That's so insightful. I guess that's really the first step, calming down that inner voice that keeps replaying your past mistakes. Once you do that, you can start moving forward again. It's all about taking action and choosing to live fully.
100%. And it's not about making perfect decisions. It's about choosing something. Because staying in the hallway, waiting for the perfect door to open, means you're just standing still. Life is all about exploration, and once you give yourself permission to explore without regret, life starts feeling more vibrant.
I love that. It's about making the choice to live, even if that means taking imperfect steps. And honestly, those imperfect steps often lead to the most rewarding experiences.
For sure. And here's the thing. I'm actually starting a newsletter about how to tap into your potential and overcome regret. I'm sharing my journey and practical tips, so if anyone's interested, I'll drop the link in the comments.
That sounds amazing. I'm sure it'll be super helpful for anyone who's feeling stuck or unsure of what their next step is. And hey, I'm definitely going to check out that video on the hallway of possibilities you mentioned.
Absolutely, it's all about taking action, no matter how small, toward a life that feels alive, not just passed by. Alright, that's it for today's episode. Remember, you can't change the past, but you can always choose how you move forward.
Exactly. So what's the next step for you? Let us know in the comments, and we'll catch you in the next episode. Thanks for listening.
End of episode.